So today we're going to do something a little bit different. Today we're going to compare and contrast a vacant land to a $1.25 million home. So on the vacant land, we're going to talk about what it would be like to build a house here, what the time frame is going to be, what the cost per square foot is going to be, what kind of obstacles that you might come across, but you get a finished product that you get to pick out. Then we're also going to look at this $1.25 million home that's 1,700 square feet that's on the water and what that looks like, and it's turnkey ready to go right now. So we're going to compare and contrast the two today. Hey there, if you're new to the channel and want to learn everything there is to know about living in New Smyrna Beach and surrounding areas like Ormond Beach, Daytona Beach Shores, Ponce Inlet, Port Orange, Edgewater, or Palm Coast, and you've come to the right place. My name is Matt Ekoff. It's my beautiful wife, Rachel Ekoff. We're also joined by our beautiful teammate, Natalia. We're here to share everything from the best neighborhoods to the hottest spots around town. We cover everything from school zones to flood zones. Listen, we get phone calls, emails, text messages, and Zoom invites every day from people just like you wanting to move to the beach. So whether that be in 2 days, 20 days, or 200 days, please don't hesitate to reach out. We'd love to help you move to the beach. Please make sure you hit the like button and subscribe to get all the updates and notifications about New Smyrna Beach and surrounding areas. Let's get going on our compare and contrast video today. Okay, so we're here in Bethune Beach. This is the southern part of New Smyrna Beach. We just passed Ocean Walk on South Atlantic Avenue. We are on the fish street, right? There's bonita and there's bullhead and there's catfish and there's bass and there's all kind of other.
Here, right?
We're on bass right now. Yes. So we're at my vacant land. This is a double parcel. This is listed for $350,000. It is a 100 by 105 parcel, so you can build kind of any house that you want. I just kind of want to look around here at some of the houses that we have on this street. So 4 on this side and only 1 on this side. This is going to be a tear down. Really a lot of developing going on in Bethune. We are right across the street from the ocean, so I can feel the breeze in my beard, not in my hair. I can feel the breeze coming in, but we're literally right here to the ocean, so maybe a football field away. So talking about the vacant land, again, it's listed for $350,000. Now, you got to do the development part of it. You got to do the permits and things like that. So you're looking at a build time of around 12 to 18 months, depending on what you're going to be doing. You're also going to be bringing in a little bit of dirt, but let's just talk about some quick stats real quick on a build. It's going to be about $350 price per square foot on a build. So
on average?
Yes, on average. So for a house this size, for a house around 2,000 square feet, it's going to be around $700,000 for the build itself. Okay. You add $350,000 for the land. Now we're at $1,050,000, and we probably got about $50,000 in dirt and permits and things like that. So you're about a $1.1 million build on a 2,000 square foot home that you get to fully customize and do everything your own in Bethune Beach, across from the ocean.
Across from the ocean. Now, when you're talking about the $350 price mark, that's an average price per square foot for a build. You're also talking about the builders that they are custom builders. This is not like a run-of-the-mill kind of person building this
exactly. These are based off numbers based upon the builders that I know and that I work with. So $350 price per square foot is going to get you about level 3 to level 4 out of level 5. So it's not going to get you the top grade finishes, but it's going to get you in the middle to the upper side of things.
Yeah, and I think the houses on these streets down here are actually all pretty large homes. They're all really nice.
Yeah, but as you can see, they're also elevated. So I want to look at the house behind us here. You know, the elevation, I mean, this is a good 4 feet, 5 foot up. You know, same thing with our house over here, same thing with our house here. Because I want to point out, this is flood zone AE. So we have Mosquito Lagoon and literally the water right there by the FedEx guys. So, you know, this is going to fill up with water, so you are going to have to bring in some dirt. But again, for $1.1 million all in, $750,000 for the build, in addition to $350,000 for the land itself, plus the permits and the dirt, you're talking about $1.1 million to pick and choose your custom build. But you're looking at a 12 to 18 month time frame. Okay, the house that we're looking at is $1.25 million. I said that really weird, $1.25 million. I don't know why I said it that way.
But that is the price.
But it's 1,700 square feet, so it's not quite 2,000. So at 1,700 square feet, if my math is correct, that'd be around $630,000 to $650,000 for the build. Again, $350,000 here, so about $1 million all in for the same price that we have over there.
Custom to you, brand new, all the things that you want.
Everything that you want, except, and Natalia will attest with this, that this thing's got some sick water views and is on the water, and that's something that you have to factor in. So if time frame isn't an obstacle for you and you want your own thing and you're very picky, then this might be the best option for you. But it's not my job. It's you guys, you know, what you want, not what I want. Again, 2,000 square foot on an oversized lot right here on Bass Street. We're gonna go one street over to Catfish, and we're gonna see what 1.25 million already built looks like.
So Natalia's already been to this home before, so I'm really excited because I've never been here, and
Blind
you're gonna tell me,
reacting.
yeah, blind reaction. You're gonna do a tour and kind of tell us all about this house. I'm really excited to see it.
So we are at 884 Catfish Drive. We are at 3 bedrooms, 2 bathrooms, about 1,700 square feet on a water view. We are on Mosquito Lagoon. Is it Mosquito Lagoon, the Intercoastal?
Yes, it is, yes.
Something along those lines. So we're gonna go back there first, and then we're gonna talk a little bit about what that water access has to offer, because this isn't just your normal water access and views.
I like that there's this nice covered driveway
There's
right here as
two
well.
on each side.
Oh, there's two.
Which is really awesome.
So, and theoretically, you could have a car or a boat parked on the side of the house, or an RV. Yeah, there's a lot of space back here.
So, as we go back there, we're going to talk about the outdoor shower quickly. The beach is literally across the street, and there is a beach access point right there. You come home, you shower, you go inside. Or you go this way, up the dock, and then down the stairs.
This home has its own private dock out into the water?
Yes. And then while we walk here, let's talk about some really cool facts.
Okay.
So you can use this and you can launch your kayaks and everything off of here. There's manatees, dolphins that come through here.
But
the coolest thing is that this house has riparian rights, meaning you have the rights to this water. You can build a boat slip, you can build a little dock. You can put whatever you want here because you have the rights to the water, which is why this property is so special, especially for the price point. You don't have riparian rights on every waterfront home.
That's true. And so having that ability, there is a lot of opportunity right here for somebody who really wants to put a larger boat in this water, because this water is deep and it actually goes out and around to the intercoastal. So that is awesome. And just a second ago, I just saw a fish jump out of the water. You could fish right off of your dock of your house.
Yeah, there's actually a little fishing net box thing right here.
Oh,
crabs
cool.
for something? I don't know.
Yeah, for crabbing. How neat. This is such a really pretty view out here. It's very quiet over here. Imagine waking up and this is your view every day.
With limited neighbors that are looking back at your house.
That's true.
Looking back here, you are so far inland. So that's another thing you'll never have to worry about is water, because you're so far away from this, but not so far it's a pain in the butt either.
And I'm gonna also point out, this house is never gonna flood.
Ever.
Because it's on stilts, it's in the air. This is like the perfect scenario for a waterfront home in Bethune. I also like that there's access from the second story to get to the dock, and you don't have to walk all the way around.
Yes, it's so helpful. You can go out, well, you'll see later, but you can go outside and downstairs to the water from inside your house.
That's cool.
So again, we just walked through the other side of the covered garage where you can again store a boat or another car, and it's covered.
All right, so tell me again the stats on this house. How many bedrooms?
Just to reiterate, we're at 3 bedrooms, 2 bathrooms, and 1,700 square feet for a list price of $1.25 million. On the water.
Yes.
How much better can it get?
So just right when you walk in, this is sort of like laundry, storage, that kind of space.
Yeah, just like a really simple functional downstairs area, because you come home from the beach, you don't want to drag sand everywhere, you kind of throw it all in the laundry room and call it a day.
So we're on the first actual second floor, but the first floor of the home.
Yes. So this is your main living area, your kitchen, your dining room, and 2 bedrooms. So this house is laid out really cool where the primary suite is completely upstairs on a whole nother floor.
Away from the other bedrooms. Very nice.
So Matt pointed out something that the list agent pointed out to us, and he just reminded me of, you could put bunk beds in this room on this wall and have the bunk beds, both of them looking out to ocean views as well.
Wow. So this,
you really do. You get a little bit of everything with this house. You get ocean, you get intercoastal, and you get quiet luxury where it's just so private and to yourself, like you're just in your own space.
okay, so this is bedroom number 2.
I have called dibs on this bedroom.
Okay.
Because this, if you guys remember earlier, when we were out there on the stairs, there were stairs that kept going up. This is where those stairs come to, is this beautiful balcony that looks out onto the water.
What a great view from, and this isn't even a primary bedroom, so I can only imagine what the views up there look like, but this is really, really nice.
I love when kitchens have this, even though it can be a kind of common feature. This one has a window literally just facing out to the water that you can open. You can open your window and cook. All the cooking air goes outside and all that really nice ocean air comes in, which again is just such an awesome thing.
And then there's also access to the balcony off of your kitchen space as well. So there's 2 access points from this floor.
What can you complain about?
I mean, there's windows and views in every room of this house so far, and I really am enjoying it. It's very nice. So recap, 2 bedrooms on this floor, kitchen and your living space are all on the main floor of the home. So let's go upstairs and see this primary suite you're talking about.
I'm so loud.
I love the hard surface flooring in this house as well.
Yeah, if you couldn't hear it, we're gonna point it out to you. Also, as we go up the stairs, just want to say we are at 50-foot ceilings from the bottom to the top, and even on each separate level, there are really high ceilings, which, number one, we don't see that a lot beachside in general, but on a 3-story home.
I mean, tons, there's so much natural light in this house. I mean, there is a window in every room, and I really, really like that there's windows here on the stairwell because
look how big that window is.
It's huge. It's just, I mean, you are gonna probably save money on lighting in your electric bill just because you don't need to have the lights on hardly. Wow, okay, so this is its own retreat.
Just to retouch on the lighting thing, I would like to point out we haven't turned on any of the main lights in this house, not once in this video. The only lights that have been on are lamps. All the light that you're seeing in here is natural lighting.
Wow, this is a large primary. And it has its own balcony. I am in love with the balcony spaces. Come check out these views. This is cool. Now this is really, really cool. So I can see from this viewpoint, and I'm short, by the way. I can see the ocean. I can see all of Mosquito Lagoon and into the larger intercoastal area. And also, really fun fact, none of that's ever gonna get built on. So you don't have neighbors out there. That is considered protected land. We've done something like that in another video where we were at Ocean Walk. All of that land is protected and nobody's ever gonna build there. So I think that is also a really great selling feature of this property.
Again, for $1.25 million, what a freaking deal. Like, you get some serious bang for your buck.
This is kind of a Florida dream.
It really is. You have a little bit of everything.
And you're just so close to everything. You've got your own water, you got ocean water right here. I mean, this is a fisherman playground, in my opinion.
Yeah.
Wow, really big primary. Oh, this is interesting.
So you really don't ever actually have to go downstairs because there's a little bar here.
They have like the perfect little bar set up in their primary. How fun.
And then in the bathroom, you can actually look out the window and there's little peekaboo ocean views.
Oh, more ocean views. Wow. This is a very large bathroom as well. And then I haven't yet checked out the closet space, but it is a decent walk-in closet.
You won't find this again.
Yeah.
No, yeah.
You can't really recreate this build. So we're back out on the balcony. Just to reiterate, we are at 3 bedrooms, 2 bathrooms with these amazing water views for $1.25 million. That is an amazing deal for waterfront views and being across the street from the ocean in Bethune Beach, which is a very private and quiet community. No one really comes down here unless you live here because there's no reason to. You don't come here unless you live here, and you're at a great bang for your buck.
And those repairing rates are huge. I mean, that is a giant add-on to this home. I mean, that really boost the value, in my opinion.
Which I also want to point out, even looking at your neighbors, they don't have a view like this. They are coming in from the sides. This is the only house in Bethune who will ever have this literally head-on view from the end of this canal. No one else is ever going to have this view, which is something you can't recreate with a new build. So this house is one of a kind, but it needs some work. And that's the one drawback. I think.
I can agree with that. Although I do believe that this house is move-in ready for anybody. It could do some updating, but honestly, for the price point that you're at, having water views, having repairing access, having everything that this house in particular has to offer, this is a great deal for somebody.
All right, so we got an opportunity to see a 3-bedroom, 2-bath, 1,700 square foot existing home on the water for $1,250,000. Quite a deal. It does need a little bit of renovations. I mean, I think it's move-in ready, but you know, some of the things like older carpet and older bathrooms and things like that probably could use some renovation. So $1.25 million, or you could, one street over, do something very similar to this, where you could do your own custom build, figure $350 to $400 price per square feet on the build at a build time of around 12 to 18 months. And then what kind of square footage would you want? You got to buy the lot, $350,000. If we're talking about mine, $350,000. About around $700,000 for the build itself at 2,000 square feet. So you're $1,050,000 in at that point, about $50,000 in permits and dirt. So you're about $1.1 million in, but you get a brand new custom home. However, you're not on the water, and that water is worth a lot. So I'm interested to know what you are interested in. Would you be interested in more of an existing house that had a lot that was not replaceable? Or are you okay being 50 yards from the ocean, a little bit off the water, and doing your own custom build like this? So let us know in the comments below what you think is the better deal. Listen, we get phone calls, emails, text messages, and Zoom invites every day from people just like you wanting to move to the beach. So whether that be in 2 days, 20 days, or 200 days, please don't hesitate to reach out. We'd love to help you move to the beach. Please make sure you hit the like button and subscribe so you get all the updates and notifications about New Smyrna Beach and surrounding areas like Bethune Beach. We'll see you on the next one.